Kyle Dake, Jason Nolf, both train here at Penn State. You're competing a guy you see in the wrestling room probably every single day.
Yeah, and they've done that for many, many years now. And it might have been a reflection of the low score in the first match, but Kyle Dake, one of the most complete wrestlers in the United States. Great offensive ability, one of the best counter wrestlers that we have. Shoot in, he has that front chest wrap. Very good on top with his turns. Jason Nolf, great low single shots, low doubles. He'll come out of an open position and surprise his opponents with some great shots. And phenomenal breakthrough win for him against Jordan Burroughs earlier in the challenge tournament.
And again, he had a convincing takedown early in the second period that electrified the crowd here en route to the victory over Burroughs, who's denied an opportunity to potentially chase another Olympic medal. And now Dake would love to get back. He wrestled back for bronze after getting startled in an early round in Tokyo. And his loss in his second bout was shocking. He got beaten 11-0, but came back to win 2 bouts without allowing a point to notch a bronze for the United States. One of 9 medals won across 18 weight classes for Team USA at those Olympic Games. That was more than any other nation won in wrestling.
There's the passivity call. Put him on the clock now. Dake was a bit shocked by that second round loss and came back with a vengeance in that tournament. He's been on a tear since then. I know he'd love to go to Paris and earn that gold medal, but he has to win this match here first.
See if Nolf can find a way through to score again on that activity clock after the passivity call. If not, Dake will get a point.
Nice double leg attempt by Nolf, but not nearly getting close to Dake's legs. So Dake will earn that point. 30 seconds expires.
Nolf, again, terrific performer. Yatesboro, PA, here for the Nittany Lions in college. Won a couple of U.S. Open titles the last couple of years. Won the Grand Prix of Zagreb in Croatia this winter for the 2nd straight year. A lot of these top international performers will go to tournaments throughout the year, test themselves against the best around the world. They gear themselves up for what they'll see at the World Championships and the Olympics.
Referee giving Dake the warning now, so going back and forth on that one. That'll get Dake moving a bit here to see if he can try and score before that 30-second clock runs out. Dake controlling the center of the mat this whole match so far. And Nolf, I think, content to stay towards the edge and maybe counter wrestle in the zone.
Yeah, that was just the first passivity call on Dake, so no clock running here, which Dake has to score. And then you see Nolf holding his eye. Not sure if there was a finger there that found the face of Nolf, but clearly trying to gather himself. See him recoil there a little bit.
I think Dake just reacted, put his hand up, and unfortunately caught an eye. And those can be very difficult for a wrestler to deal with for the rest of the match. If you can't clear that eye, if you maybe scratch your cornea, that can affect your outcome, and you don't need a lot of visibility to wrestle if your opponent, especially if he's very close in, but you don't want to be battling that eye your whole match. Playing it out with a little bit of solution there to see if they can clear it up. Yeah, he reacted with that right hand. Reached up, caught him right in the eye. Nothing intentional there, but just an unfortunate occurrence that happens in wrestling.
So Nolf ready to go again. He'll have more time to regroup coming up here at the tail end of this period in the break. reach the midway point. 1-0 lead for Kyle Dake. And it has been a challenging couple of weeks for Dake off the mat. His dad, Doug, passing away a little over a week ago at age 62. Doug Dake, a state champion in Ohio in high school wrestling, All-America at Kent State. Dake said, "This is the last time my dad and I got in our stance and wrestled." This video exemplifies exactly who he was as a person, showed me how to be a great husband, father, mentor, and friend. I'll always remember, I love you, Dad. And certainly trying to continue his quest to get back to another Olympics with a heavy heart for what's transpired here in the last 10 days or so.
Very difficult for Dake to maintain his focus in these circumstances. Obviously did a very nice job in the first match. And you don't want that motion to start creeping in as you get close to the end of the second match. Dake able to force Nolf to the edge, earning another passivity call.
So Dake continuing to be aggressive, family looking on, and it's the family for Dake that's continued to grow. He and wife Megan, 2 young kids, 5-year-old Ella, 3.5-year-old Amelia. He said in recent years it's made him more mature, that's carried over to his wrestling. Nolf trying to solve Dake here on the shot clock.
Yeah, when you've wrestled somebody in the wrestling room day in, day out, very difficult to surprise them with anything. And they know each other so well. Nolf trying to get some shots off, but has not been able to penetrate with any success against Kyle Dake so far.
Couple of single point scores for Kyle Dake. Right now, it's a winning formula here against Jason Nolf to sweep this best-of-3 final series. There's Dake in again.
In on that high single, drives it up, able to get a point on the edge. Huge point. Now it's 3-0, has an opportunity to separate himself in this match. Nolf will have to get on his horse and make something happen. One takedown won't do it, won't give him criteria, won't tie it up.
Look at Kyle Dake and that familiar stance and form. And it's helped him achieve so much in this sport. And from Lansing, New York, and settling in there in Ithaca with just his phenomenal college career. He's one of 7 guys to win 4 NCAA titles all time in men's collegiate wrestling, but the only one to do it at 4 different weight classes. He had to flip around a few weight classes to find his true home here at the international level, but supplanting Jordan Burroughs in the last Olympic trials at 74 kg, and he's stayed here at 163 pounds and thrived.
Nolf trying to pick up the activity, see if he can't get something going here to score, maybe get him through the edge, maybe get an opportunity for a shot. There's that double. Oh, he gets in. It's a score on the edge. Dake kind of held onto the hand. He wasn't able to finish it for a continuation to get 2.
Interesting in these all Penn State matchups that we've seen, Jim, the crowd here at Bryce Jordan Center kind of doesn't know who to root for.
The crowd has been on their hands in some of these Nittany Lion Wrestling Club matchups.
Again, Kyle Dake, an adopted Nittany Lion. He beats Jason Nolf, and he'll head back to another Olympics for the United States. And the ovation for the crowd coming on here for Kyle Dake. One of the fierce competitors that calls the Nittany Lion Wrestling Club home.
Able to get a penetration on that high single, keeps with it, keeps his knees moving, stays off the mat, drives Nolf into and through the zone, gets his point.
Jason Nolf able to eliminate Jordan Burroughs from this event, but couldn't beat a second consecutive top American star. Kyle Dake gets it done, Olympic trials champion, and ready to get to Paris for Team USA.